Yashala, Yahweh, Allahayanawa, Yahweh, Achai, Shema, Yashala, Yahweh, Allahayanawa, Yahweh, Achai, Shema, Yashala, Yahweh, Allahayanawa, Yahweh, Achai. Shalom, Makim. It's a high spirit wind lawyer, the GMSspiritwindLevi camp. Giving all honor and glory to Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem HaKodash. I also want to give double honor to our elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone who rule well, as well as peace and blessings, health and wellness to the house of everything elect. Alright, the name of this lesson is entitled Thus with Violence. Thus with Violence. Alright, when you read about Babylon, which is America in today's terms, but the great daughter of Babylon being destroyed and the ship standing afar off, all right, that's as though, that's likened to everybody watching a woman, a whore, getting stoned to death. You know, everybody's standing afar off watching a whore getting stoned to death. Like when it says the ship standing afar off, man, because America's an import-export country. All right, America has goods imported to her from other countries, and a lot of those goods are imported from, or they're imported by way of ships. That's why you had the whole situation with the Panama Canal. All right, that's what the purpose of the Panama Canal was. It was to create access for ships to come through this side of the world, all right, for import reasons, all right, to import goods. Okay, shalom, to import goods. All right, but the ship standing afar off while America's being destroyed, all right, that's like people standing surrounding a whore getting stoned to death. Okay, because the end result of wickedness is destruction. It tells you the wages of sin is death. Well, this is the man of sin. This is a kingdom of sin. As a matter of fact, I think Vegas is called Sin City, but really the whole country, America, is Sin City. Okay, America is Sin City, man. Okay. Point blank period, man. America is Sin City. All right. But I mean, the point is, you know, Most High likened the great daughter of Babylon into a whore. Okay, and America is that whore, and just like a whore, America is going to get stoned to death and burnt alive. Because the missiles, they're like stoning devices, but they're also fire agents of fire. Okay, and the end result is America's going to get stoned and burnt alive. All right, so when you read about the ship standing afar off, all right, that's like people standing afar off watching a whore getting stoned to death, man. But but it's happening publicly, and the reason why it's happening publicly, so everybody would know this is the end result of rebellion against Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai. And just how the Most High has cleansing system to cleanse alphabet lifestyle out of Jerusalem, to cleanse witchcraft out of Jerusalem, to cleanse adultery out of Jerusalem. He has a cleansing agent, such as stoning, all right, such as burning alive, all right. And it's a public act, and the reason why it's a public act, so everybody else can know this is the end result of rebellion. But it's also a cleansing system, all right. So the Most High is going to cleanse wickedness off of the face of the earth, all right, through the destruction of America. And the other countries are going to know that it's from Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai, and this is the result of wickedness. All right, America is the modern day Sodom and Gomorrah. And what happened to the 5 cities of Sodom and Gomorrah? All right, it really got stoned to death. You know, how a brother broke down beautifully, like the Most High was stone cities. So Sodom and Gomorrah got stoned to death because of his sodomistic nature. Alright? Men were wicked back then, man. Alright? The earth got cleansed out. Alright? Because of wicked behavior. There's a judge who runs the earth. There's a judge who governs existence. You have to live according to the laws of this judge. You see? But all the heathen have their own culture and their own ways. But America is directly contrary to Yahweh Bahasham Shai. Esau Edom is that man of sin. Like I said, I was watching the movie Deadpool versus Wolverine. And first of all, the main character, Deadpool, was a little sodomite, man. But that's Esau's little sadistic, deviant nature, man. But Esau turned it into a joke. But then there was a scene, once again, they were in the desert, and they had the Statue of Liberty buried in the sand, but you could still see the head and the hand. They held that beacon of light. But why did they have the Statue of Liberty buried in the sand? All right, because they're showing you in the future there isn't going to be no America. Even in dystopian fucking movies, a lot of dystopian movies, which is probably in the spirit one of my favorite genres, a dystopian movie, man. This post-apocalyptic era genre. Oftentimes they're not in America because America's a fucking desert. Either they're not in America because America's a fucking desert, or they are in America, but it's not the America that we live today, that we see today. It's like The Rogue or something, you know? Hunger Games, you know? It's not the America that we see today, okay? So we're in the beginning of Jacob's trouble, all right? These things that we watch, you know, pertaining to immigrants coming here, and then you find out that the Russians are using this passageway, for lack of better words, to bring in, all right? But it's war tactics, man. And we're coming into a time where the people who are living off the government, you're going to suffer first and you're going to suffer the worst. And that's Jacob. Don't get me wrong, a lot of Edomites going to get caught up into that because it's just as many Edomites living off of food stamps, man. But who's known for that, though? All right? You see? But the 12 tribes are going to be targeted here in America, man. All right, but once again, thus with violence, man. Because America's about to get stoned the fuck out, man. It says in Jeremiah that Babylon should be heaps. It's going to be a desert, man. Okay? And you're not going to be able to tell where Seattle, Washington was or New York was. All right? It's going to be a blurred line. All right? You're not going to see the borders or the landmarks of the different states. Babylon is going to be a desert. And when you're in Babylon, you understand that Babylon suffers from something called hubris. All right? Hubris is unjustifiable, unreasonable pride. Because the mindset in Babylon is that we're going to be here forever, like America will never get destroyed. But how do you think they felt about Rome? How do you think they felt about Rome? Okay? Now look at Rome. Now look at Greece. Nobody talks about fucking Greece. Now look at the Assyrian Empire, the Assyrians. Now look at, you have to look up to see who are the Assyrians, you know? Now look at the Egyptians. Now go to Egypt. This is a whole nother group of people inside of your house calling themselves Egyptians. Well, that's the son of Ishmael. Those are Arabs. Okay? So just like all those other kingdoms, they had hubris, as it says in the scriptures, pride go before a fall. All right, now look at Babylon. All right, when we're reading about the demise of America while we're in America, it was encoded in prophecy. You know, in Joel, the 2nd chapter, Jeremiah, the 51st chapter, Revelation, the 21st chapter, the 18th chapter. We're reading about the destruction of Babylon, man. All right, 17th chapter. All right. So the end result of Babylon is that it's going to be a desert. It's going to be Yahweh's sandbox, and it's going to be a monument. All right, an example of the end result of wickedness, because America is the end result of wickedness. And with that, I hope you brothers and sisters were edified. To the next time, shalom.